Okay, Nagito?
Hajime.
Hajime. This might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. Whoa. Whoa. Hajime's all fired up. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah. I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It's probably going away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Okay, Gunham, you're the very last one. Even I'm horrified of my power of the Eye of the Overlord. What the heck is this? You stupid fool. I cannot believe you haven't noticed the aberrant thing. Pitiful humans. They refuse to lift their heads up for the fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky. Lift my head up? Does he mean that there's something up there? What? Is there anything here? Okay. So first this one. Oh, we forgot about Chiaki there. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal physiology is at play here. What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So that's why destroy the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this. Then, what was the thing I saw? Okay. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty.
hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something? Is this bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hiyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
But still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So,
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So, what was the killer trying to hide? Smudge on the floor. Okay, we've got a lot, man. Okay, let's do it with a candle. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in the video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Okay, nice. Level up. Step ladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the step ladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Wait. Judging by the video, it doesn't have the hair on it. Yeah, because if it was Ibuki, then it should have a long hair. Ah, so this is the killer, man. He kind of made a stage just to confuse us, the first witness. But who could that be? Judging by the appearance, it looks like a guy. I may be wrong, but isn't that a bloodstain?
See?
Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hiyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hiyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Okay, we've got a hemp bag here. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? So simple. To conceal the what they call this? The true killer. Wait, that hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monami decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of the rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from here? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right, yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Geez, as usual, I have no idea what she's up to. Okay. Man, poor Ibuki there. Okay, we've got lots of things here. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. Wait. If in the video we saw, was it black? I think it was green. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge to the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See? The back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Okay. Let's see Ibuki's body. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. Huh? What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else.
Damn right.
Man, it's obviously not suicide. Any moron can distinguish that. Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah. At first, I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from the rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in Monokuma file this time, so it wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. Yeah, about that curtain, I don't know if that's green or that's black. Huh, or maybe I'm just colorblind. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Yeps. Hiyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with a duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit to the throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hiyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? Huh. But when did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hiyoko's body here. Yeah, see? And Hajime said that it was not more than 10 minutes. So how could the killer hastily put Hiyoko's body there, man? There's no time. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her up such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during the time, right? Hey Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hiyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hiyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it.
why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know. Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Akane,
Yo!
what's up?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hiyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hiyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hiyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it! She's tied up so tight, I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room?
But
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hiyoko had with her all along. Okay, a motel room key.
Hey,
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hiyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
see?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hiyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? The two dead bodies floating in a sea of blood, that's enough to make anybody faint. Okay, what's this? AC control panel. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. So that's why it was so hot. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now, that should cool things off a little. Okay, last one. There's a control panel in the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise the lower and baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have
I see. So you noticed too, fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just a little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed the aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting. Ooh, you mean that? There's something that looks like a black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There is no need.
Go, my four dark devas of destruction!
Go, Mirage Golden Hawk, jump. Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my FDDD. A hamster launched itself from the good ham's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Choo choo choo. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gunham. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate eye, evil eye wielder. That was amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my FDDD. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, is too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper. Okay, I think that's all of there. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go to the staff only. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside of a storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. Okay. Nagito? Did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey,
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tip over the slip ladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko, that probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
what?
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man,
But I can't say for certain though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime,
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well, for the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. Ah. Maybe the movie that he saw has some connection to the murder. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? You can see your whole body, okay? Yeah, I think it's the same dialogue as the very first time we came here. There's nothing new. Yeps. Compared to the last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? I wonder what that is. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. Huh? This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front of the side of this wallpaper. So I think that paper that Gunham saw outside was actually this. Yeah, I can see a ripped part there in this edge of the wallpaper. It looks like a little torn, but what does this mean? Okay, I think that's the answer there. I think this was used to cover up Hiyoko. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Okay, let's go to the movie theater now. Alright, with this we might be close to finish investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Ah. So that's the meaning of the heat, man. It's obviously to confuse us, to hamper with the investigation, the time of death. So that's why Monokuma has no time of death in the Monokuma file, because he can't pinpoint the actual time of death. Because of the heat, is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. No, I don't think. In theory, I think Hiyoko was killed, and then Mikan, before I actually saw it in the surveillance camera. I think that was the killer they're trying to stage in order to confuse us for the time of death. But in actuality, they're already been killed before, maybe in the night before. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is the imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh?
You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie?
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like this?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
So
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by two different people. That would mean that the two killers exist at the same time. But we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about the case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning 2 killers can exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
wow. I don't like this.
Alright, fine, that's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time.